You're listening to the Reluctant Adult Podcast. If you like what you're hearing, follow us on social media and leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. This is the way.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. There's a million.
This week from the internet, Mattel cashes in, reclaiming the DC Master Toy license from Spin Master. But what does this mean for the Todd father and his bat menagerie? Plus, can AI make 90s Power Rangers palatable to the skibbity toilet generation? And NECA scrapes the bottom of the mutagen canister, resorting to just making shit up. I can't believe I ate the whole thing. It's the Reluctant Adult Podcast.
Don't you be a dummy! Buckle your safety belt!
Think, Billy. It's morphin' time!
Ooh, welcome to another episode of the Reluctant Adult Podcast. My name is Paul, and I am joined, as always, by the man who wants you to like, subscribe, smash that little bell, or go fuck yourself. It's Bill!
Hi, everyone. That's right. Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself. If you are not following the Reluctant Adult Podcast on YouTube, you are missing out. I'm sure you love getting your news early on Monday morning, but you gotta see the video version of this show because there's so much. It's like an entirely different show. There's
like two
so
shows
much
in 1 week. Yeah.
It's honestly like a different show. I added so many clips to the show that did not exist at the time of recording.
Put it on as your. You know what? It's like what I do with Star Trek. What you do with The Office. Just put it on while you take care of the house. Make it your background. You look up every so often.
You'll see a flash of light, like we changed the screen, and you'll be like, "Oh, what's going on? What's going on?"
The faces don't change, but the news does. So it's like
the news, absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's not waste any more time with our banal banter. Is that a word? Banal? That sounds wrong. Banal? I think that's right.
Banal.
Obviously, a lot going on this week, but the biggest news of the week is that I have a new addition to my Severance custom family.
Wow.
Helly R joins the family. Look at that. That is perfect. This is the Moira McTaggart Marvel Legends body, and I have one man to thank for this. His name is Cool Stuff Universe. His parents were cool. They gave him a cool name. Follow him on Instagram, cool_stuff_universe. I cannot thank him enough for finding Moira, sending her over, because I already had the hell he had. I was about to send it back to Amazon. My timer's running up. But look at that. It's perfect. She even has fists. She's ready to fight Miss Wong when she gets off the elevator. Oh, my God, this show. Now I need a Gemma. After this past week's episode, I need to find the pieces for a Gemma, but I will have at least a year because the show will be ending in 3 weeks.
Okay.
But very exciting.
Is it true that it costs $18 million an episode?
If that's accurate, it's a bargain because the show is amazing.
That's the sum of money I saw.
It's worth every penny.
Okay.
It is the greatest show. Someday you will watch it and you will say, "Why didn't I watch it sooner?" It is so fantastic. But enough of that. All right. Toy Fair. This is like the first real Toy Fair we've had in a spell, because they had it last year, but I think Hasbro didn't even go. They were like, you know what? Maybe we'll just keep this virtual thing going, save some money. But they're back. They're back. But they're not the big news. I barely saw them represented at all.
They have like a secret booth from what I saw, because there was a reveal for the retro A New Hope figures that they invited Rebel Scum into, and Rebel Scum said that it was a secret booth.
Secret.
So they probably wanted to show off that they had absolutely nothing to show off. Because
Well, I wonder if they have any of those Avengers.
I shouldn't say that because I did see full lineup of G.I. Joe. So never mind. I take it back.
That's true. Yeah, those were good. But before we get into this, we should say there were some quote unquote leaked artwork for the next Avengers film that has everybody excited. And I put leaked in quotations because it seems very unlikely that something like this would be leaked. And it's more of a let's see how people react to these choices. So far, it's been very positive. So hopefully this actually makes it into the film. Although it won't be a surprise now. If it was going to be a surprise, not going to be a surprise now. But so we'll see what Hasbro has up there. But Hasbro, they're in the mix because they have Marvel. We know that McFarlane and Spin Master have DC. But hold on. Big news broke before Toy Fair even began. Mattel is back. Guess who's back? Mattel is back again. They have the DC Master license. Now, this is interesting because we are an adult collector-oriented show, I don't know if we assume that McFarlane had that Master license, but no. They just have a little carve-out for 7-inch figures. That's why when people complain about their figures not being in scale with Marvel Legends, well, they can't. This is what they figured out to be able to make these figures at all. So Spin Master has the Master license, and they've just sort of chosen to do the smaller toys, I guess. It's up to them. Their prerogative. But Spin Master will be phasing out DC product in 2026, and Mattel back in charge of the Batman brand in the latter half of 2026. So they're not going to be there for when Superman comes out this year.
Yeah.
Maybe by the next time there's a Batman movie, if there's ever a Batman movie again, they'll be on board. But what do you think about... before we get into the discussion of it, we don't technically know if McFarlane is donezo. No one has confirmed that, so it's very possible that they have carved out something from this license to still be able to make product. Maybe not to the extent they are now.
Yeah.
Maybe they could do statues like they're doing with Marvel. I don't know. We're going to find out. But what do you think about...
That'd be a heck of a thing to lose. I mean, they've done so well with it.
They have done well. They've been the number one toy brand or whatever.
Yeah.
You kind of wonder, did Mattel just offer too much money?
I heard they offered a pretty penny. There was a lot of money thrown at it, and I'm sure people at Warner Brothers, DC, whatever, are like, yes, give us the money. They need it. They need it.
Money. We like money. So what do you think it's going to be? Are we going to jump right back into the multiverse stuff we saw before? How long has McFarlane been doing this? 4 years? 5 years? Not even that long?
It's about 5 years, I'd say.
Cup of tea, cup of coffee, not very long at all.
No.
And they extended it at least
a lot of product being put out.
A lot of Batman.
From them.
A lot of Batman.
Sure. A lot of Batman.
A lot of Batman. Not so much other characters, but
no.
I'm trying to think back. I remember very distinctly when Hasbro, or was it still Kenner at that point? Was it Kenner that lost the DC license, or were they already purchased by Hasbro? They must have been Hasbro already.
Yeah.
Because that was post. Yeah, okay. So Hasbro had Batman Forever. Forever. Not Batman Forever, but Batman Forever. And then the biggest news in the world, Mattel taking their shot at, they brought the 4 Horsemen on to do the sculpts. They were going to do all these hyper realistic, still not super articulated, but different. They were going to have try some new stuff, not so much neon, which is what Hasbro was always getting dinged on. And then they kind of just, meandered their way through. I don't feel like anybody thought everything was super great. They had some good stuff. I feel like they started to get better toward the end, but still not great. And then McFarlane just came in and really changed the game. I mean, you might not like that they're larger. You might not like the way he engineers his figures with the big ball wrists
you can
or the
cut
diapers.
Yourself on any sharp point on their toys.
Does he have very sharp plastic? I've not experienced that.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I feel like they're adult collectibles. You need to be responsible. Get your Band-Aids. But I don't know. It's weird because I just pick up what I like with McFarlane because I never felt like there was an obvious collection. Like he would release a new set,
right?
And like maybe it was based on a comic,
right?
You get a Batman you like, but
it's easy to dip. I feel like it's definitely.
Right. I don't know if there were too many.
It's so overwhelming. There's so much.
It's dippable. It is overwhelming, yes, and it all kind of looks the same on the pegs. So I was never really sure when something new came out.
And then there's collectors club stuff. There's gold series. There's a lot.
Oh my God, platinum. Some of them had stickers. There was a lot.
Yes,
there was a lot. It definitely. I don't think there were too many completists. If there were, God bless you. So Mattel back on the. Back in control of DC. Okay. I just wonder. I mean, they must be very confident with this James Gunn universe. Like, they feel like there's a cohesive plan for DC, and they're just like, I want to be a part of that. There's money in that. And we're going to find out very quickly when Superman comes out in July if it's going to work.
Sure.
Maybe there's a clause in there where Mattel can jettison
back out
themselves out of the plane. Like, wow, it's all contingent on Superman doing well.
It's unfortunate too. I mean, I guess Spin Master's been around. I think it was like Spin Master and McFarlane both got the license. I remember distinctly their product was out at the same time, like when it was introduced.
For what?
For the toys,
Batman or for DC?
Yeah, for the license in general.
Right at the same time.
Right at the same time. I mean, it was the height of the pandemic, but I feel like Spin Masters just started to get interesting. Like,
yes, they were playing very safe, and now you can see they're showing off what they call Ninja Strike, but I will refer to as Night Force Ninjas because that's what the Hasbro line was, and these are very reminiscent.
Was it Hasbro or was it Kenner?
You say potato, I say potato, whatever.
I
thought that was
just
toward
seeing
the
them
end.
in that nice little Kenner. I mean, right before the show, I referenced the pirate theme stuff with the Pirate Joker.
That's right, they had Pirate Joker. They were just trying anything. But this is very reminiscent of that.
It is. But
these look like they might be larger figures too. That's right. They have DC Metal.
Yeah,
they were trying lots of stuff. I was thinking about jumping on there. Obviously, these are geared more towards kids, and McFarlane is obviously for adults. But anyone can play with anything.
My kids got no interest in Batman.
And girl toys.
It's so strange.
Your son has no interest in Batman?
No, you'd think that he likes Captain Underpants right now. That's his thing.
My son went through that. Yeah, that's about the age.
Okay.
Yeah, my son, he was big into Captain. Now, and then he did the other. Oh, then he did Dogman, which is the same guy writes both of those. Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, he likes the movie. He likes the show on Netflix. So
the show is.
It's enjoyable.
The show was on ad nauseum in this house, so I'm very sick of it. We're currently watching Ricky, Nikki, Dickie, and Don, which is, live action, which is like the first live action show that he's been into. And it's not bad. It's not bad.
I feel like Batman would be a good fit for my kid because he's not like, he's a good guy, but he's dark. And my son is,
Your son is
he
dark?
loves the villain. Well, he likes the villains.
Oh, he likes the villains. Yeah, Batman's perfect. Batman's all about the bad guys. You should show him the Penguin on Max. Get it. Right, I
should. Let's sit down and watch the Penguin. It's perfect.
Let's watch the Penguin. I gotta watch the Penguin. I have HBO again.
Have you not watched the Penguin?
No, because I didn't have HBO, but now we have it to watch.
You owe yourself to watch that Penguin. Oh, White Lotus. I fell asleep the last episode.
That's kind of the point. It's like it's just very calming. It's not. I mean, obviously we know there's gunfire. Oh, spoiler alert.
Yeah. Well, my wife goes, "Oh, you missed the boobs," and I was like, "What?"
You did miss the boobs. Yeah.
I dozed off.
the girl with the teeth and the boobs. You get to see those.
Yes.
It's something. It's something. You definitely, if it's one of those things where it's like you're gonna do real well because you're very recognizable, or you're never gonna work. And lucky for her, it worked well for her. Mm-hmm. She doesn't have the what's the thing that everyone gets, the fake teeth now, the caps. There's like a word for it. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. Everyone has fake teeth in Hollywood now. Right. All right, so we don't know what the future holds for McFarlane. We wish them well. We saw they were doing Mortal Kombat, so at least they got some other stuff lined up. And they'll always have Spawn. I do wonder if someday we'll see Marvel give them a shot. I mean, they're already doing the statues. Maybe that's their way in.
A little bit more.
That would be wild. Preview. If there's a world where there's no Marvel Legends from Hasbro, I don't even know. I feel like that's the one constant that's keeping the glue. That's the glue that keeps
I feel
together.
Like I walk through my retail spots and I see no Legends, so it's okay.
That's true. Yeah, now it's sort of downtime.
Tricky. We live in a tricky time.
Big sets. It's a tricky
time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean Legends. I don't mean this small stuff. You showed me that photo. You had those. Go back to the your Severance characters. I thought they were knockoff Mulder and Scully for a minute. So
I could see it. I was
like, what?
Especially when I get their IDs on there. It's definitely gonna look like that.
Oh boy.
Yeah. It makes me. You don't understand how happy it makes me.
I'm glad you're happy
to have those represented. That's what toys are about. All right, I'm trying to see. Let's go to NECA. NECA. So
exciting. NECA. We can spend all night on NECA.
There's a lot. Yeah, we might.
What do you want to dial in?
The rest of this first half is probably gonna be NECA. So NECA, I feel like prior to this, in the recent months, I feel like people have been a little worried about them. Sure. You know, they were doing those mystery boxes. They were trying to unload overstock. We just like, what's going on?
Leaving Target. They're like, what?
Yeah, I still have not seen that transpire. But who knows?
Digital? No, I haven't seen it either. Right.
So Toy Fair, just when you think they can't think of any more Ninja Turtles to do. Yeah. Let me see if I can. I went by. I want to start with these because these are the fucking craziest shit. They have decided, what if Rocksteady and Bebop were in the movies? Those original movies. What if? Yeah. What would they look like? And whoever sculpted them, they think they look like this. Here's Rocksteady, mesh t-shirts,
tank top,
tank top. Sure, that's a good word.
Yeah,
it's got some
dog tags,
camo pants. Yeah. He's got his pilot cap thing.
Goggles. He's got.
The funniest thing is somebody said, he's got the spiked gauntlet that I got from Hot Topic in high school. Right. Somebody said that he looks a lot like Jim Henson's dinosaurs, and I was like, yes, he looks like Earl's boss, Mr. Sinclair.
He looks like Mr. Sinclair really enough, but not
the mouth,
quite.
Like the mouth, the beak. Sure, but enough. And obviously, we know that the Ninja Turtle costumes were designed by Jim Henson, so it makes sense that this would be similar. So that made me feel a little bit better.
I'm still not.
You're still not buying it.
No.
You're not seeing it. No.
And I think it's
here's Bebop. He's real.
I don't think it ever would have worked. Now here's the thing. I think it's. God, I really do think it's like the Toka and Raza work because they're not wearing a lot of clothing. Like they're wearing.
That's true.
They're wearing like pants. Like they're wearing like a garter or whatever.
Shredded up something. I can't even picture them in anything.
Right.
So spiky.
But these are just like I don't know. These just remind. I don't know. They remind me of like the Unmen from He-Man. Not He-Man. Swamp Thing. The Unmen.
I don't know. He's got a nice cod piece here.
Right, yeah. They're all like leather clad and like bikered up.
He's a biker. This really just looks like a body, like a human body with a pig mask on top of it. Like, I mean, we
share a lot of genes with humans. With pigs? What's wrong with me? I'm screwing everything up tonight.
And then they're doing another Kevin Eastman as a
garbage man. Yeah, he's greener now.
He's got a greener look and a yellow plaid. And I guess they're just re-releasing those turtles which is fine if you don't have them. You want them, but
Right. I think they're coming with the. I think they're coming with the accessory set heads this time.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
yeah.
I guess that's good. This really confused me. So these are cartoon Toka and Razar robots,
right?
Which never appeared anywhere.
They never.
These are
did.
complete fantasy. Complete fantasy.
They are. But
somebody. Okay, go ahead.
Did you see? I mean, you might be talking about this, but these were designed by somebody on Instagram. And
yes,
NECA reached out.
Somebody linked. He just designed these on his own, and I guess NECA liked them.
Right.
He was like 3D printing his own designs, and now they're official NECA product if they get released. I think he's got a bowl of, I'm sure this is like metal bits.
noodles.
He's
like
screws.
When I saw it. Yeah.
That's cute. That's fun. Yeah, the face on Razar is totally different. It doesn't look anything like the wolf. So that's kind of weird.
It almost looks like Metalhead. Just Metalhead.
It's just it's like a little elongated, like the snouts, but it's it almost looks like the police siren on top. I don't know, but yeah, I want to know the story behind this. Like, did that guy? Just someone from NECA was so inspired by his designs, they were like, yes. And then did they buy the designs? Did they hire him?
Well, he's on Instagram. We can find him. We can ask him.
Go find him. I'll link to him. We'll get him on the show. So that's weird.
Yes.
What? There was something else from NECA with turtles, I think. There's
we
so
got
much.
Dracula finally. If you can find him.
Oh yeah. Do I have that? I think I had the weird. So the monster line. When it first started, we were like, okay, they're gonna do one of each character, and then we knew there were like 7 figures coming. So
they said, I think they said 8. So we knew that we were gonna get the 4 turtles, and then we were gonna get Splinter, Casey Jones, and April, and we were like, we gotta get Shredder, and they went completely in the opposite direction, and they said, no, here's another Raphael and another Leonardo. And we're like, wait, no, you already did the 2 turtles.
Yeah.
4 turtles.
What are you doing?
Why are you double dipping? I appreciate the creature turtle, but it's like, why are you giving us this?
Eternia's Blue Sky. We're just gonna find it. He must have posted it earlier.
Fine. He posted it somewhere.
So they kept redoing the same characters. The same turtles were other monsters, and we never got that Dracula Splinter or Shredder. There it is. Now we have Shredder as Dracula, and like this doesn't say Shredder at all to me. There's nothing here. Like, I kept flipping by this thinking this was some other line. Like, this doesn't. Like, he's got the bat mask.
It's got do you remember last year when Hasbro did that Halloween 2-pack with the Inquisitor as Dracula? Same colors, same skin tone. Not only do we get the Shredder, but we're also getting like 2 other variants of the Shredder. He's coming in 3 separate variants.
This one?
Yes.
Why? What are you talking about?
One's going to be a Walmart exclusive. I think the other one's going to be like a NECA store exclusive, and then one's going to be like a general release.
This figure?
This figure is going to have 3 different versions of itself.
I mean, I guess they did like black and white versions and other.
But no, it's going to be not so much black and white, but like different colors, like gold, as opposed to the red and the black, and then like a solid black. I'm telling you, cool. I'm breaking news to you, which is amazing.
I believe you. I just why? Like, what?
I think because we waited so long, we just need something.
I guess.
But no, you're right. It doesn't scream Shredder. Something about it just seems.
They probably should not have had the unmasked head on it. I think if you had put the head with the mask,
well, one's clearly like a bat with a
bat, and the other one's more. You can see his face. I like that they have a little like pre-mutated turtle with a candle on it.
That's nice.
And then a turtle skull, I guess. Yeah,
okay.
That's a weird rat. Yeah, it's like too well designed. Like they meshed. It's like it doesn't scream either character.
It doesn't, and it definitely doesn't scream. Yeah, it definitely doesn't scream Shredder. It's like its own little thing.
Right.
It's not enough.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That Roman Reigns Shredder.
Shredder
from that WWE crossover. The other so these 2 other figures in the monster line almost feel like a separate line, like when they would do those Japanese vinyl figures. Like,
we're getting away from it. We're getting away from Universal Monsters.
Yes.
The only thing I can think
it's
of
not
is
even. It doesn't even say Universal Monsters anymore. Is this
Monsters.
is this considered a new line? It's just Monsters now.
I mean, we're getting the two other turtles as a two-headed monster.
Right. From what? That's
From
not
the end of
that's
the
not
Simpsons
a Universal
episode.
character. There it is. There it is.
From the end
Which
of that
is bizarre.
Simpsons episode.
Is it
the Treehouse of
articulated?
Horror. It is.
Slightly.
It doesn't. That's the
He's
thing.
got
It
his
doesn't look articulated.
overalls. His arms,
man.
maybe that's it. Like, what else could move? I mean, it looks
That's
neat,
it.
but it doesn't look like it's not gonna fit in.
He's like patched
with the
together
other
too,
stuff.
right? That's what I'm looking at. Like one foot's bigger than the other
Yeah.
foot. Is he sewn together?
There's definitely like these plates here that are holding him together and some stitches.
Oh man!
But
Someone was like,
I'm
someone
sure
at the design
someone
area
had
was
fun.
like, let's go
Fun
see
making
how
them.
they put a turtle back together when it gets run over by a car. Get some more plates. That one's just batshit crazy. That the mutant
with Krang in there.
and the 3D glasses and
Yeah, the 3D glasses. Like, what's going
Yeah.
on there? This must be. This looks familiar, but I can't place it. There's something.
What is that?
exists.
It's like the mutado or the mutant. It's a mutant, and it's got like a big
Yeah.
brain head,
Yeah,
and it's got those
yeah.
claw. It's got claws at the end that have almost kind of like the dryer vent hose.
Yes.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah,
I forget
yeah.
the name, but I think NECA's also doing a Ben Cooper figure of it as well.
Oh, very fun. I don't think I have a
Yeah.
picture of that, but I sent you the one where it's Jaws. And
That's
it's the
tremendous.
basket is like a Jaws, and then his trick or treat basket is a chum bucket.
It's a chum bucket, yeah. Real
Chum
quickly with
bucket, which-
Jaws.
Very fun.
I
Yes.
keep mentioning it to you.
Here it is.
Game
Here
of
it is.
Jaws. That's
This
tremendous.
exists. I didn't know this is a remake. This
It's a
wasn't like
remake.
an old toy. Yeah.
But what a way to get an actual figure of the Bruce shark.
of the shark, yeah.
Yes.
It's very
And
fun.
I
Did
don't
you
know
get
if
this?
I don't know if it's specifically gonna, because it says that it's supposed to clamp down. I don't know if it's on a timer or if it's just
Yeah.
NECA shenanigans.
It's like
It's
the
supposed to be
alligator
able to,
dentist game.
to get everything out. Yeah. I don't know. I think that's
Put
great.
your finger
We're also
all the
getting
way in. Put your
we're
finger
getting
all the way in there. Get
ultimates
them out.
of Richard Dreyfuss's character and
Yeah.
Robert Shaw's character there in the Ultimates, so there
Mm-hmm.
won't be cloth, but no Roy Scheider yet. No,
He's a holdout.
no Chief. What's his name? Chief
Wiggum.
Brody. What's wrong with
Chief
me?
Brody.
Oh,
Is that
that's all
exciting?
I'll
You
say.
want the human characters from Jaws?
Yeah,
Is that
no,
what
that's
people want?
exciting, and I want the shark.
Is it? Okay.
And the shark's
Yeah,
a decent
shark's
price.
fun.
It's only $65. It's a good price for that shark.
For a board game. Will this count when Target does like buy one get one on board games? Is he a game?
Oh, right. It says
lump
game.
him in there. He's a game.
It's a
The
game.
game of Jaws. Do you have the original
I don't, but I've seen it.
from Milton Bradley?
I need something to replace that old sideshow maquette that I have that's just sitting around.
You gonna sell it?
Someone might
don't
buy
need
that.
to.
I think
You don't need
the
to,
value's finally there with that.
The other thing that NECA has bestowed upon the universe are these Sesame Street figures. Now, Bert and Ernie are the first two out, the Ultimates, and they kept popping in and out. Well, one of them, Bert, has been in stock on Target.com. Ernie kept popping in and out. I finally got him. Here
wow,
he
good for
is.
you.
I haven't opened him yet, but I'm very excited to show him.
Wow.
People have been doing such fun photography with these characters, like putting Bert in all these like superhero poses.
Yeah.
Just like so fun. Obviously I love the Palisades Muppet line, and this is definitely the spiritual continuation of that. Let me show off Bert before I go.
Bert.
These are the kind of figures I think I want to get a second set to keep mint on card because they're just so beautiful, and I feel like they will go up in value and be difficult to get if I ever want another one. Like be breaks or something, or I want to do a custom. If they introduce Muppets to Severance and I need them for customs. So they showed off Oscar and they just have him in his can right now. I imagine he'll have a full body. This is really disturbing. This like pops. I think it's like snuffleupagus noses or something, but it pops into there like they're coming out like a sandworm. Are there pink noses? I really don't know. It was very disturbing. That was like the first image we got of it. And then let me see if I can find it. They showed off their deluxe, whatever they're gonna call it, Big Bird. Here he is.
They're a Big Bird,
and he's very big. He's very big.
Yeah.
He's accurately big, and he comes with the head from the original Big Bird.
Yeah.
This like janky looking thing.
Yeah.
Now, this looks fine, but it doesn't look as good as I feel like it could look. But I can't like specifically point out what I think is wrong with it. But someone posted the photo. Oh, you can tell me?
Well, let's see what someone posted first.
All right, let me see if I can find it now. Someone posted, because Palisades were going to do Sesame Street, so they got to the prototype stage.
Yeah.
And he didn't have articulation. Here we go. So someone made this point. This is the side by side with the Palisades one. You could see the difference here, but it's not articulated.
Right.
But is it more important for him to look accurate than to have arm articulation? I don't know. But even the head, I feel like is better on the Palisades one.
Yeah, no, I feel like there's a slenderness to this NECA. That's what I was going to say. There's like a slenderness to this NECA.
Like a turkey.
NECA figure. And it should, it looks like a turkey leg.
Yeah, he does look like a turkey leg. I don't think he's not wide enough at the bottom.
Right,
that's Big Bird's very bottom heavy.
Like he's not fat at the bottom, but he's got a little bit more than what I'm seeing with this NECA figure.
He's puffy. Yeah.
He's puffy. Yeah.
He gets when he walks, he's got a little shake to him.
What's under the T-shirt? I saw the Sesame Street sign. Did they unveil what's next to it?
That was Oscar. Oscar was being
Oscar.
hidden initially. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know who comes with that Sesame Street sign either, but we'll finish. We gotta finish up with NECA. These are a new style of turtles. This is from the artwork of Stan Sakai.
Yeah,
is maybe how you say that. Very cartoonish looking heads. Even I like anime, I guess. Like this looks like the Nick show when he would do like hearts floating over his head or something.
Right.
But still fun. Like they're just, it's a little bit too much. But this is the artwork.
It's a lot of turtles. Yeah, I get it.
I don't like the bottom of the. There's a name for the front of their shell, but I don't know what it is. But it's got like like the midpoint is missing, like it dips up. Yeah. I don't like that. But they're cute. The fingers look like gummy. Well, they are box turtles, right? Oh. They look like gummy. I don't know why that is. Just the shade of the plastic, maybe. But yeah, so I guess. I mean, obviously they're running out of characters to do for the cartoon and for the movies. So if they want to keep making turtles, they got to find something in the comics that really is gonna hit with people, and nothing they've done has really been like a home run for them.
Yeah.
Oh, they're also doing. I forgot about this. They're doing the Nick Turtles. Maybe this will be it. Maybe this will really be a home run and set them straight back on course again. But these are not exciting to me just because I feel like the Playmates ones were fine.
Yeah.
And these obviously will be better, but it's like I don't really know that I need
I mean,
it.
they're exciting for somebody, but I feel like you're more excited for the Super 7 stuff. Potentially.
I am, and it's weird that Super 7 showed off Series 2 at Toy Fair, like they had physical prototypes there, but they didn't have the turtles there, which we know exist in physical 3D form because we saw those at another convention like a long time ago. Mm-hmm. These, I don't know if like the colors are too dull or something.
Yeah.
Or it's just like, it's not like none of these are like super exciting designs. Like I like Splinter. Splinter is very good.
I mean, I was always a big fan of that Shredder design from that run.
It just looks so dark here. I don't know if it needs like shiny colors or like they made the Playmates toy was like blue or something to make it stand out more.
Right.
It's just too dark here. And if this is what the color palette looks like on the show, there's not much you can do about it. But I don't know. I got to see those turtles. I got to get them in my hands first before I commit to any more characters. I also feel bad that April didn't make the cut for Series 2. Like, hopefully Series 3. Come on. But I do like that they're front-loading the main characters and that they're not giving us, like, bizarro villains or, like, variants. Yeah.
Right.
So, we'll see when we see. They're, like, they made a big point about they have new articulation. Because they have those, like, hot dog, Link, elbows.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I think that works well for this. It doesn't work well for, like, realistic human characters, but, like, cartoon to get that joint. I think that's fine. So, we'll see when we see. Is there anything else from... Obviously, we're talking more about Toyver after the break, but is there anything else from NECA? Well, if there is, we'll come back to it. All right, when we get back, we're going to do a little unboxing, and we're going to talk about the Power Rangers. Wow! We'll be right back. So, Playmates has the Power Ranger license. There's lots of licenses trading hands. You know, now we have the DC license going back to Mattel. It's just, like, a lot of changes. So, Hasbro still technically owns the IP for Power Rangers, but they're licensing out the ability to make toys to Playmates. So they were teasing us, Playmates was, with what these are going to look like. And Pixel Dan, our good friend, who's now acknowledging us, responding to us on Blue Sky, the magic of Blue Sky, he got to walk through the Playmates showroom, and he got to see these things in person. So earlier this week, they revealed these flip heads, which, you know, those were some of the first 4-inch, 5-inch Power Ranger figures made back in the Bandai days. These are interesting because you don't have to reset it manually like you did with the other ones, but they have this hinge right above the belt. Do you see that? It looks like a roll of fat.
Oh, yeah.
It's very unsightly. And then they're doing some monsters. There's Rita, and there's Squat, and Putty, and Goldar. And King Spinks. They always do King Spinks. Oh, your favorite, Babu, yeah. So it's good. Yes. At least they're getting all the characters in there. That's good, at least.
It's a fun little kid line.
They got some motorcycles with a fun action where he
looks sad.
Rangers flip. He does look sad. It's like, watch! Wow, look at that!
Oh my gosh,
that's a fun toy. It's a fun toy. Yeah. I just have to ask, like, why do they think the kids are gonna care about Power Rangers? Oh. Why do they think? There's no evidence to back that up. In fact, there's evidence to the contrary. This is the collector's line, which is like $5 1/4.
Yeah.
These are the silhouettes that we saw. This is it.
The heads look small. The helmets look small.
They do look small. Not as small as the flip heads. Those things are real small.
Okay.
They're doing an extra Megazord that doesn't combine. He's just big, and I think he has lights and action and stuff.
All right.
Which is cool. It's like they're really going all out with this. Like, they think this is going to be a thing. And I just see this stuff, like, rotting on the shelves. I just don't know.
Well, I mean,
at
least there'll be something on the shelves, though. That's the thing.
I guess.
Something else on the shelves. My shelves are bare.
Like, how many chances does this line get? I just don't know who pitched this. And someone was like, yeah, that's great. So here's the transformable Megazord, which is being sold piecemeal. So each Zord is sold separately. Which is weird because you got to buy the pterodactyl, and they're all the same price. They're all $18, which a lot of this line seems very reasonable, but like $100 to put the Megazord together, and it looks kind of shitty. Like, not a lot of paint apps at all. It's all stickers. It's very chunky, people were saying, which is fine. But you can get that original Bandai Megazord for not a ton of money, and it's much better. It's just better as die-cast. Remember die-cast? You don't see that in toys anymore.
Of course. Yeah.
So, you know, I feel like this is a thing that people will get on sale, on clearance. But again, I appreciate that they're putting it all out there all at once. It's not like Series 1, you get the T-Rex, and Series 2, you get the Tyrannosaurus. Like, you can make it. Yeah. You can make that Megazord right away if you have $100. They're doing role play stuff. They're doing these little half masks, which look fine.
Gotta love the half mask. Yeah.
I think the Green Ranger actually looks very good. And it just makes me sad that Hasbro never completed the helmet collection. So it's like, I have to get these to put.
I know.
As
Well,
placeholders.
how it is right there, it actually looks nice because it looks like the cover of the some of the promo work they did with the masks.
Oh yes, where you just see the front of it. I
Right.
think it looks. I honestly do. Like I'll definitely get the Green Ranger. Put it like
you
on
do a
one of those
little bit
foam
of trick of
heads.
lighting. No one would know that they were missing half the mask if you were.
No one will know.
A nice display
Or like,
out of that. Or no one will care. 'Cause
Make
nobody
the
gives
rest.
a shit.
Make the rest of the helmet. You just got to find the right color green.
Nobody outside of what you collect, Paul, gives a shit.
Everyone gives a shit. Here's the
They don't give a
morpher.
shit.
I always like collecting.
No one
these.
cares what I'm surrounded by right now.
I
No one
have
cares
the,
about this baby Ernie.
Let's just show the
No
things
one
we
cares.
have by our desk right now.
No one
Here's my
cares.
morpher. This is the Hasbro one, I think. I also have the
Oh.
original Bandai one. I sold the Legacy one because that went for a lot of money. It's only this one's only going to be $17. It comes with the 5 power coins. It lights up. It doesn't seem super small. Like it seems all right. I'm going to pick that up definitely. I love the Blade Blaster. They redesigned it and made it really boxy, but watch what it does. It's got this cool feature where the blade pops right out.
Oh, it gets excited.
The original one had a hinge. This one pops right out.
There we go.
Right in your eye. Hold that up to your eye. Poke it right out. But I'll probably get that too. And then I love the Dragon Dagger. They made the blade so short. I don't understand that.
This
but
feels like this setup. This whole setup looks like the big reveal they had for the Mutant Mayhem assortment.
Yeah.
When they revealed that line, they just had it all out there.
They do a good job. Playmates does.
Yeah,
of
I was
showing
pretty
off
hyped
their
for that
toys.
line. Yes.
And then it also comes with the Dragon coin, which is great. Get those all at once. It works in the Morpher. The Morpher plays different sounds when you put in the different coins too, which the Hasbro one it did in theory, but it broke like every time. These look just like those original Bandai minifigures.
Oh
like,
my god, those are the only things my brother could ever find were those tiny things.
These are like the original Bandai figures, but they're brand new sculpts. They just sculpted them to look exactly like the original 8-inch Hasbro. Not Hasbro, Bandai. Stuffies, yeah. So it's like they're really trying. They're putting all their energy behind reignition. Not a great name. The other thing, there's follow over 320,000 subscribers on Pixel Dan. Good for him. We have over 6,000 now. Look at us. The other thing that they announced is Playmates is working with Hasbro. They are going to re-release season 1 of Power Rangers Mighty Morphin on YouTube, and they're going to upscale it using AI, which is a thing that companies are doing now. And the funny part is if you can find examples when it upscales like background characters that they can't really make out, it just like creates a new face for them.
Oh, no
or like
kidding.
if there's text it can't really read, it just like makes gibberish. So that's going to be exciting. I'm actually excited to see how awful it is. But they tried to redo that first season once, and they added like comic book graphics to it and like new explosions and shit, and it was just a disaster. I think you can even watch it on Netflix. They have like both versions of
this stuff will
Mighty
show
Morphin
up in
on
Target,
there.
and then my kid will get into it right away. I'm sure. We'll see.
Hey, that's what they're hoping. That's what they're hoping for. I'd love to see it. Maybe they're smarter than I am, but I think I am very smart when it comes to Power Rangers. But Hasbro tried one thing.
They're going to treat it like it's a brand new thing and be like, it's not even a, hey, do you remember Power Rangers? It's like, oh my god, there's a brand new Power Rangers on YouTube right now. And
it's
just like fool an
show.
entire new generation.
Skibbity Toilet Rangers. Yeah. Whatever works, man. Let's get Power
Grandpa
Rangers
will be like, that's not,
moving and grooving again.
it's been around forever. And they're like, shut up, Grandpa.
Shut up, Grandpa. I'm taking you back to the home. This is not an $18 toy, by the way. It's not an $18 toy.
No,
it's
certainly not.
It's not a $100 toy. Like I said, some of their stuff is very reasonably priced, but then you get that stuff, and I was like, I don't think so.
Yeah.
So that's fine. Very quickly, I want to do an unboxing because we did one earlier last month. Dinosaur Dracula, he does a monthly fun pack, he calls it, and like I said, the stuff in it is fine, but really like what you're doing is you're supporting the creator.
Why'd you do that to me, son of a bitch?
Was that really loud? I'm sorry.
Yes. God damn it.
Here, let me mute. I'll mute the channel so that doesn't happen again. This is the unbox. So this is the stuff you got. You had that nice the Power Ranger loyal subject figure, like back when I thought loyal subjects was going to be like the biggest thing ever. And then they were at Toy Fair. They got some stuff. They're doing bringing Mask back. So if you get this, you get a little newsletter. It's very fun. But after this, you got some patches. There's a Smurf patch, Care Bear Cousins patch. Oh. And this, I think, is like the label to a soda, like Cherry Coke. And he just, like I said, he collects all the soda bottles. And it's just like these little things. So funny, the things he puts in there. There's Surge. Remember Surge?
Wow.
So I did want to show this off. I thought this was really funny. And I unboxed the, because there's a few blind box things in here. So there's this Simpsons thing. Rip it open. And I got the skateboard keychain. So it's like, I bet these are like the worst ones. Because, he buys all the stuff in bulk. It's the stuff that's left over. And then this is a little Marvel character. And I got Captain Marvel. Yay. And then the big one was the Power Ranger, the loyal subjects. And I got the pterodactyl Zord. Are you hearing it? You took out your earmuffs? Okay. I muted it. I thought I muted it up here.
I don't know what you
could
did,
still hear it?
It was excruciating. I don't know if it was two videos. It's two videos.
I have it all the way. All right. You heard it even though I was muting it?
It was loud.
We got to figure out a system. Maybe I'll just post it without audio. So anyways, there it is. Very cool. Let's see. Oh, while I have this here, Mego. Remember Mego? They went away for a long time. They were big in the 70s, and then they came back. And now they're still doing. They didn't change their body. Their figure bodies are still held together with rubber bands.
You can't find them anywhere. I don't know where you find these, but okay.
I think you got to buy them right from the distributor or something.
Okay.
Michael Keaton, Batman, Keanu Reeves from the Matrix.
Keaton, Matrix.
A lot of guns.
Wow, look at that. That's where all the guns go. That are in the DC
WB
multiverse stuff from
does
McFarlane.
Not care about guns coming with the Matrix toys. Good Lord. There's a Hawkman and Beetlejuice. These are fine. I don't know.
Yeah,
like
they
Mego,
have their fans.
They have their
It's
charm.
not me.
There was, I don't know what was going on with He-Man at Toy Fair, because they like had these. Yeah. These are like the original He-Man figures. They're not Origins, because they don't have the extra articulation.
No,
I don't know what they're trying to do here. There's
Hordak.
Everything.
What's with that My Pet Monster?
So this is the loyal subjects. They just have these. They bought these licenses, I guess, from Hasbro.
Yeah, so they've got Gem out in Walmart right now on the end cap. She's going for like crazy money.
Oh, people like Gem. I mean, that's what I guess
people like Gem. But licenses... they have. You know how Walmart does like that retro end cap in the toy aisle. Yeah,
that's how we get.
And it's never put together right. Yeah, so Gem's there. Carmen Sandiego's there right now. Yeah, they have a My Buddy. They have My Buddy out as well.
I saw that. They're bringing
he's
out
smaller,
Popples.
but he's still a buddy. Rainbow Bright.
Everything's smaller. This is definitely.
Is this small too?
It looks small. He'll get the guy's hand is there to show.
I would accept this because I can't find a My Pet Monster anywhere.
The eyes are wrong though, right? Like they shouldn't be staring into space like that. They need to be centered.
They're staring at you.
No, but they're like they're staring in two different directions. They need to be like centered. Like when you make a Muppet, it's not just in the center.
Did you ever have one?
Yeah, I had one. I think I still have. Like I would always play with the handcuffs. The handcuffs were the most fun part.
I always had a friend that had one. I guess
the live action, I was that friend that had it.
Before that,
the live action movie. Did you ever see that?
I think I've seen bits of it. Yeah,
it's kind of frightening.
No, I've seen it.
The character design was very accurate. Mattel had some Jurassic Park from the new movie. This guy here, he squeeze his little hump up here, and his head goes crazy. But it's very fluid. It's like a very fluid movement. It's like new toy technology. But I guess these are like the 5 dinosaurs that they're hunting. Like these are the A-list dinosaurs that they're trying to get.
Dinosaurs.
Here's the Cubone looking Brontosaurus with the whip tail. Looks like it's gonna be bendy. It's fun. Oh, it's a big boy.
Oh, there he is. Oh my God, he's coming to a free site near me.
I know. Coming to your free
Just
Facebook
find it on a
page.
porch somewhere.
Get this out of here. Goodwill or something.
This large dinosaur out of my yard.
He's a cute guy. Oh, I found Pikachu. This Pikachu pillow, normally
And of
$30,
course
it
it
was
had to
only
come home
$10. I got 2 of them.
2?
Because the kid wanted one, and they were like on the clearance shelf. They were gone. We just found them like around the store. Someone had it and then dropped it. It was meant to be.
Like kids walking around with it all day, and they're like, put that
Probably.
down.
Put that down. I'm not buying you that shit.
Dan Larson met Boba Fett.
He did. Add him to the collection. Playmates is re-releasing the sewer play sets.
Yeah.
And it's going to be 1-to-1. So apparently the problem with the Technodrome was that they couldn't figure out how to put it in a box, and they needed the box to be a certain size. So the solution was to make the whole toy smaller, which seems insane to me. But that's what they did.
Cost effective, but okay.
I don't understand. Yeah, exactly. Like they had to 3D print it and start up from scratch. But apparently they can fit all the pieces in the box. I guess the box is smaller, maybe. I don't even know. But I don't know if that makes me want it more or less. Because I have pretty much everything.
I think I have
Do you have the yellow spiky ball? You got the yellow spiky ball?
Yeah.
That's like the piece everyone's always missing. Here's Hairy Monster from that NECA Sesame Street line. He looks very good.
So much hair.
Does he always have pants? We probably don't always see his legs.
I don't
know.
What
a fur. This looks very familiar.
Let's assume he has pants. Yeah.
Always has pants. This is like nighttime Hairy Monster. This looks because he has his like old buddy here to sleep with. This looks like the Sam Eagle figure that Palisades did, who's a bird, so he should have feathers. But even like his hands sort of look like wings. I want to compare the two. It looks even like the way it's blue with white highlights, and then the ball joint there in the middle of the arm. NECA, what is this? Pee Wee Herman, Ultimate Pee Wee Herman. I don't think the head is perfect on that, so that's a little disappointing. I like the box that's like the door.
Yeah.
A lot of Elvira's coming out. I guess you can just make new clothing for it. It's not a big investment. Willie Nelson. Murder, She Wrote. Is there a huge contingent of Murder, She Wrote fans that also are toy collectors? I guess
I think it's right up there with the Golden Girls.
Well, I do have the Golden Girls, so you can see behind me.
I think it's just the same fan base.
I like the typewriter accessory. That might be worth it alone.
Oh,
don't have a lot of good typewriter. The handbag's nice too, yeah. Playmate's putting out a ton of re-release. Here's the Foot Cruiser.
Exciting.
Whatever they call it. I did have this. I didn't
have it.
Yeah, you didn't have a lot of the vehicles. No. Here's the Shell Digger.
Very excited for that one.
Foot Drill Mutant Module is what they called it.
Yes, the Mutant Module. What a boring name.
The burrowing bad boy bus. Good lord.
Damn it, if I'm not buying that, then the first day I see it.
You're excited. I bet these little purple modules fell off of the original ones. I bet those were hard to find.
And more mutants. More side characters.
So I guess they went back and they just 3D printed from the original figures because I don't think they had these molds or they would have been releasing them.
Oh, really? Huh.
I mean, I don't know, but I feel like they would have been releasing these characters all along. Or maybe they found the molds. I feel like everything is recreated at this point. Nothing is like original molding.
They probably found a way. It's so easy to do at this point.
Probably, yeah. NECA, we saw they were doing Lilo and Stitch, or, Stitch as Elvis. And there's 2 different Elvis Stitches. I don't know. People were saying that this was like a sign that NECA was going to take over the Disney license that Super 7 lost, but that's all they showed. So maybe they just have the Stitch.
They can just do Elvis. They have the license for Elvis.
That's true. They have that actually makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense, yeah. Here's some close-up of the NECA 2000. I don't know. What year did the Nick Turtles start?
I just call it 2012. I just call it the
2012.
Nickelodeon ones.
What's the Fox one? 2007?
2001, 2003?
Oh, it's so early?
Yeah, it's early 2000s.
Early 2000s. 2004, I don't know.
I mean, we were in college when that came out, so.
Well, we went to college starting in 2002.
2 to 6. Yeah.
So I want to say 2004. Well, someone will correct us. You can get the Dr. Doom mask. That's kind of neat.
From the movie or just a Dr. Doom mask?
I think it's like a comic-inspired one. But it's like the Marvel Legends premium robe.
That just seems like the kind of mask that you could just walk around and people would be like, "That's not." You would be like, you know, if you don't know Doctor Doom, they just think that you were like a robot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just robot man.
Robot. Yeah,
it's a robot man. What's wrong with the man in the iron mask?
Yeah, this is the medical mask. Don't make fun of me. Let's talk about this. Years ago, maybe last year, I was at Goodwill and I found one of these Funko Pop Yourself for Isaiah, I think his name was.
Yes, that's.
And I was like, "What's the story? Like, how does this custom Pop Yourself that's supposed to represent you? How does it end up at Goodwill?" And I was always mad at myself for not buying it, just to have it in case we ever like made contact with Isaiah, because he probably lives in my town if it's my Goodwill.
Sure.
I went this week. I saw, because now they've moved the Funko Pops behind the jewelry counter.
Oh,
so
I hate it, right?
You can't grab them. You have to.
These things aren't worth that much money, guys. It's like,
that's the thing.
Pops, man.
But they're also selling them for like $8, which I think is ridiculous.
Oh.
Anyway, I saw the top of the box and I recognized that blue Pop Yourself top, and I was like, "Hey!" There was not a line of people at the register, so someone finally like acknowledged me. They came over. And I was like, "Can I see that?" And it brings it over. Like, when I first saw her walking over with it, I was like, "Oh, someone must have flipped the figure inside," because it was this baby. I was like, "What is that, a Rugrats pop?" But no, I forgot that they added babies to the Pop Yourself thing. And it also looks like he's holding a wand, which is like, I've decided this baby will like Harry Potter. And then she said, "There's another one," because there was like stacks of pops. And she brings it over. And it's the 2-pack, which is usually like husband and wife or whatever. And this is Hannah and Bear. So the whole family got donated to the Goodwill. And I would love to know why. I would love to know what brought them here. What happened in your life that you were like, "I don't want these anymore. I can't look at these people."
Can't deal.
Hopefully it's not a tragic
Imagine.
story.
I mean, if you just found the baby, I feel like it was like a gift, like a birthday gift, and the mom was just like, "Get that out of the house. Your uncle's crazy thinking I want this crap, stupid thing."
They kept it in the box. Like,
my child doesn't look like this.
Yeah, my baby would never use a green
Grayson
pacifier.
doesn't look like this.
Grayson. So, I wonder where Grayson is right now.
Did you buy them, or did you leave them?
I did not buy them.
Okay.
I don't. Let me know. Should I go back? Should I get them? They're probably still there. This was just this past week.
I don't feel like you need other family people.
Yeah, because what would I do with them? I got the picture. I got the story.
The pictures.
They don't need.
Fine.
What else am I going to do with it?
Right. It's immortal. It's immortalized at this point. The experience is out there. Yeah.
The story is worth.
I don't need half the stuff that we've talked about tonight because we've talked about it. We're great.
Yeah.
What is this?
That's
Terrifying. Oh, yeah. What are these? Okay, go to these.
Super 7, because Super 7, they were doing those reaction G.I. Joes, and then they're like, "Hold on, we've added joints to them, so they're like those real American hero figures." And now they're doing other lines with those bodies. This is Back to the Future. So you got 2 versions of Marty and then a Doc. Doc, I mean, obviously the G.I. Joes just looked like whatever. But I feel like the Doc, they did not even try to make this look like Christopher Lloyd. Like, not even, like, maybe that's part of the contract is it can't look like him. It does not look like him at all. He's very, I don't know. But is this base something, or is this just what they put him with? Like, this shape is not important to the Back of the Future lore or anything, right?
I think they just need something for him to stand on.
I think so. It looks like what the Disney, like, not amiibos, but you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, like the Skylander type things, whatever they were.
Yeah.
Disney,
that's what they were standing on.
Yeah,
like when they would do like shapes. Like there was a Death Star. It was on this little hexagon looking thing. I don't know anything about Art the Clown, so I'm just gonna skip over that.
Is he getting a NECA treatment?
Yeah. Loyal Subjects, we talked about them earlier. They're doing all that stuff. They're also doing Mask. So they're really dipping into nostalgia. I don't remember collecting Mask. Do the vehicles do something? Do they have like pop-out weapons?
They transform. Not into robots. Right. But like hidden weapons. So
yeah, they like pop out
I never got into these either, and I feel like it wasn't something that like you and I missed.
Just didn't like it.
We just our parents were just like, no, our kids don't like cars. What's a car?
We don't like cars. Yeah, I did like cars. I definitely had a couple.
This is truck,
but
it
just didn't seem
a plane and a motorcycle and a car, and that's.
And the figures were much more
nice.
Simple. They're giving the figures like extra articulation, which I definitely appreciate. But yeah, I'm not gonna buy these. But I think this was one of the lines that that Dan Larson, when we talked to him, he was using as an example of something that he would like to see come back. So
sure,
hope he's happy. There were so many people, not so many people, but it's funny to see the people that go to Toy Fair and post their photos, and I was retweeting a lot of them on Blue Sky, and they were all going at the same time. So like Praternia was there, and then who's the other main person that I was? David, whatever, Fake Eyes, I think his name is. Oh, let's talk about this. So the Ninja Turtles Remastered came out last year at Walmart exclusive.
Right.
We did not like them because they had the golf ball skin. They were just weird.
Yeah.
They're doing a 6-pack that I think is going to be exclusive to Target. They put out this picture, or someone found this picture that has the Splinter and the Shredder. And then it has the Turtles, and it doesn't look like they have that weird texture on their skin, but it's also a blurry photo, so I'm not 100%. But it would be hilarious if they heard the reaction and went back and retooled them to get rid of the texture. Or they had it both ways and they went with the other one.
Yeah.
If these do not have the texture, I might actually consider getting the 6-pack, because I think Splinter looks good.
Right.
He looks...
Yeah,
not that he looks like the cartoon, really, but he looks just like a fun Splinter figure. And Shredder looks fine, too. He's got that big flowy cape. He needs a shirt or something. It's weird that he's got no shirt.
Lots of chest.
Just weird. Like, you got like spikes on your shoulders, but you're not wearing a shirt. Like, you're gonna rip a pec or something. It's just not a good idea. This was actually really cool. Funko has been trying to make these Bitty Pops a thing, and they've been finding all these ways to like work them into other stuff. They have like pop rides and like town and all this stuff. They're doing arcade, and each Bitty Pop comes with an arcade cabinet, and you can actually insert the figure into the cabinet window so it looks like you're playing him. I think this is brilliant. This is like the best thing they've done with these. It's so funny to me. And each one of these is only going to be $8, which was very reasonable.
That's good. Tron.
So if they do... Ralph. But then on the other hand, I mentioned they did like the town, like Bitty Pop Town. Now that you can buy roads, so you can make like a whole city and combine them. Like, who the hell?
Welcome to my Bitty Pop Town.
It's like Tom's the tank engine. You buy all the railroads, make a whole town. But no, get out of here with that. But they're really trying. They're doing ornaments. They got the balls you put on the tree, but you can stick a Bitty Pop in there. Like, good Lord. And there's like a stacked
Bitty Pop
looks
Advent
like a Christmas
calendar.
Tree. Yeah, that's right. That's what it is. Advent calendar. They are really trying. And then these are like horror Bitty Pops, and they come in caskets.
Okay.
So that's cute. I don't know if I have a picture of it, but NECA is doing blind box Chucky dolls.
You did. Yes, I saw that. That's something.
And there's like different looks to Chucky, like he's tied up or he's burned. And I don't know how much they're going to cost, how big they are, or like, I mean, they are articulated. It's not like they're like PVC, like they're articulated toys. But if they're like more than $20, that seems really risky for a blind box. Like, I don't know what I'm going to get.
Yeah.
I don't like to risk my money like that. But if it's only $10, like Club Grayskull, did you see this?
Yeah.
Club Grayskull? What is this?
Right.
What is this?
It's probably like a subscription service, like the
but you get
Hasbro
nothing.
Pulse was. You get nothing yet.
You get nothing.
Okay, Willy Wonka.
Listen, $10. Yeah, for $10 a year, which is not much at all.
Right.
You get exclusive figures that you have to pay for. Early access.
Early access.
Okay, I guess there you go. You're paying for early access, which I don't like, but okay. Digital goods. There we go. I just think it's so funny. Club Grayskull. You get it.
It's all the blockchain.
That sort of seems. It's so funny to be on the blue sky where no one is yet, because here's Pixel Dance post has 5 retweets. It's like not a lot of folks over here yet, but come on,
start at the
join us
bottom
on the
there,
blue
Pixel.
sky. Okay, I don't know what else we have to talk about. We got to talk about this, even if it's the last thing. The G.I. Joe Classified exclusive for Comic-Con this year is going to be Cold Slither, which is when Cobra decided to form a rock band. And here's Destro with his
That's
axe.
Zartan.
I'm sorry, Zartan.
Yeah.
And those hot yellow pants. Good Lord. What's this,
Right.
the strap for his guitar?
For his guitar, yeah.
Full drum set. I love
with
it.
Drumsticks. Yeah, it's a nice kit.
Is this an existing Cobra character, or like the rest of the band was new characters?
No, the rest of the band was Dreadnought. So that was
No,
what was
okay.
that? The Buzzsaw. That was Buzzsaw.
Cool. So do these characters have figures, like normal figures in the line already?
Yeah, some do. I know Zartan does. Buzzsaw does. I think the last
Who's
one.
this guy?
I don't know if that's Torch or if that's the next one's Torch.
He's got like pirate pants. That's cool.
That one might be Torch.
Oh, I recognize that head. He's got the guitar.
Yeah.
That's cool.
This
So
was when
obviously
they decided to brainwash people with their rhythmic sounds.
Like the Navy in The Simpsons, really.
Yes.
What was the song? I guess can you even say it? It's just like join the Navy backwards.
I don't know.
That was a weird episode. So I need this set. Thankfully we have a hookup, little Stevie. So he's gonna go to Comic-Con for us and pick this up.
Thanks, little
I'm very
Stevie.
excited. Thanks, little Stevie, in advance. This is so funny. It mentioned it comes with a bunch of accessories. Yeah, you got the autograph photo. I got that one too. So it's like more than you see here. Hopefully they come with hands that are sculpted specifically to hold these accessories, because that would be sad if they couldn't even hold their weapons. But I love the drum set. I always enjoy musical instruments. I remember I bought. Do you remember Smitty's? This was a long time ago. They were they were like block figures, and they did Limp Bizkit, and they were these tiny little guys, but they came with like all their instruments, so you could build the band. And I remember I got it because I just wanted the instruments.
No way.
So I love it. I love it. I'm loving it. The funny thing is that Super 7 is also doing a reaction of Zartan in his look from Cold Slither. What are the odds? Literally, what are the odds? What are the odds that happens? Somebody tell me. Seems astronomical. Why is Cobra Commander wearing like sweatshirt?
Parka?
What is this look? It's a sweatshirt.
It's Arctic Cobra Commander.
They did not do a good job of the lower part.
Pants,
of it. They just painted the pants. They just painted the pants instead of giving a separate piece.
Oh,
That is lazy. Come on, Super 7. This is Wild Bill. These are fun. It'll be interesting to see if people are into those or not. $20 a lot. Let's end on this. New Stretch Armstrong. What do you think about this guy?
Let's end on two things, because they relate to one another.
Very good.
And one's
Stretch
not Toy
Armstrong.
Fair related. So let's do Stretch Armstrong.
What do you think?
Did the original Stretch Armstrong, did he have a shirt at any time, like a vest?
Yeah, he's got a tank top. He comes with, I don't know if the original one, but the one we had in the 90s.
Yeah, they were like, put some clothes on that
black shorts, black tank top with his neon pink logo. I just think the head looks unfinished. Like, this is a good first pass, but like the really big eyebrow, and the hair doesn't look like hair. It looks like
he doesn't have
that banana peels on him.
It's updated hair. I mean, you don't have that hair that he had back in the day was all about the 80s and 90s.
Well, sure. Is this what people's hair look like
the
now?
Popeye. He's got like the Popeye arms.
No, it's like Wreck-It Ralph or Popeye,
Wreck-It
I guess,
Ralph?
too.
Okay. Yeah.
The big fist, which I think is fine. Is he going to be filled with little things like the Gujitsu are, or he's just pure
that's a good
stretch?
question. Who's putting this out?
He's got power plasma filling, so yes, I think he will be filled with something. I don't remember. Play It Against Sports or something. Play Now. It's like some. I don't know.
Play Now.
You look do your own research.
Okay.
It's not Hasbro. They're licensing it.
Yeah.
I just think it looks not great, but I'm excited to see what they do with Vac Man, because they mentioned him that he's coming back too.
Oh wow. It's always a fun.
What is
set.
your? Oh, we got to talk about this too. What's your thing that you
Okay.
want to talk about?
Well, we got to talk about it's not Toy Fair related, which is what this
That's fine.
showed up as because it's fine. But
Yeah.
Shrek's redesign. How about that?
Immediately, I didn't like it. I showed it to
I
my
didn't
son.
either.
They had a side by side with the original Shrek,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Which one is Shrek?" And he's like, "The one on the left is Shrek, but I like the one on the right better." He said, so he likes
Oh.
the redesign. Kids like that. I mean, it looks like Pixar made it. The animation
Right.
has advanced.
It has.
But-
I think it's one of those things where like Toy Story had the benefit of being close together, and as
Yeah.
did those first 4 Shrek movies.
Well, that
And
first
then
Toy
all of a
Story
sudden this
compared to
right,
the second
yeah,
one is
they're
rough.
very different between 1 and 2. But you know what I mean. They're close enough
No,
where you're like,
right.
I can
the Shrek
forgive it.
especially, yeah. Well, someone was saying that part of why Shrek works is because it has that uncanny valley-ness to it, especially like the
Yeah.
human characters, and the way they move is very stilted and not real, and that's just part of it. And the fact
Yep.
that that's not going to be part of it anymore, maybe the shtick doesn't work. Like, it's making fun of fairy tales and Disney, and the fact that it looks kind of shitty is kind of part of the joke. So I do wonder if it's not going to really work when now it is Disney quality animation.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I guess you got to do it. I guess you got to make it better because people will be like, this looks like crap. Why did it cost so much money? But I like Shrek well enough. I'm concerned that we only saw one of his kids because we know that he had 3. He had 3 children. I hope the other 2 are okay. I hope Donkey's
went
kids
off.
are okay. His
Yeah.
Donkey dragon hybrid children.
Right.
I think I hate Donkey's redesign more than Shrek. Like, that one really off-putting to me. I was floating the idea that maybe this was an ugly Sonic situation, and they put this out there to get people talking, and then they would reveal that this was not what it's going to look like.
Sure.
Because people will do, like, AI versions of Shrek, and it looks better, or it looks more like that original one. So, we'll see. Again, I don't know. All right, this is exciting to me because I was talking about Funko should do Bitty Pop, like Polly Pocket, but the universe heard me, and the actual Polly Pocket people are just going to do the Office Polly Pocket. So the world they live in is a World's Best Boss mug that Michael has on his desk, and it opens up, and it's got the main part of the office with Pam's desk and like the desk clump for Jim and Dwight. It's got Michael's office on this little part. It's just his desk. And then there's like the entrance to the office and then the conference room that says this is your birthday. And then the part of the conference room or the part of the break room that has the vending machine.
Yeah.
And then the top of it is like the ceiling. And it's got Angela's cat up there from the fire episode. And then the bat that attacks Kelly. The funny thing is it only comes with 6 characters. So obviously you have Michael, Dwight, Pam, and Jim. So who do you put for the other 2? They went with Kelly and Kevin. Kevin I see because he comes with the pot of chili, and that's fun to have him drop it. Kelly, I don't know. I think I would have gone with Angela, or I would have liked Toby because Stanley. Yes, 100%. It should have been Stanley. Oh, and we're missing Phyllis. They need to do a second set. There's too many characters missing. They need to do like an accessory pack. They used to do
those mini sets. Yeah.
The mini sets. Yes. So I might buy this because I did say I wanted something like this, and this is very fun.
Pricey. It's pricey.
Was it like 70?
50.
Well, there you go. That seems fine.
Okay. They did one for Friends. I know that much.
They did one for Friends. That was cool. Can you only buy this from like the Mattel website?
I think so. I don't think it's one of those.
Yeah.
I think that's what you need. You need that Club He-Man or whatever that is.
The Grayskull. You get
Club
First
Grayskull.
access
So you have
to
early access to Mattel Creation stuff.
It's kind of small because like it's like the size of an actual mug. It's pretty crazy. I don't love the design of the characters where they have their little hands out, but I know that's like what the Polly Pocket looks like.
Of course.
It's just sort of like they're just floating through life. but I do like all the sculpted details. That's what the Funko sets don't have. They don't have a lot of sculpted details. This is very well designed. Whoever designed this, kudos to you, my friend. You did a good job.
Can't wait for the Severance ones.
Oh my God! It'll be so boring though, because it's just an office and like dull lighting. We did talk about Star Wars, which seems appropriate because
that's fine.
Star Wars is.
There's enough people talking about Star Wars.
Kathleen Kennedy announced that she is stepping down, but then she announced she's not retiring. So I don't know. Typical woman, mixed signals.
She's trolling us all.
I'm kind of on the train that we might be better off without her. It's been a lot of things that kind of not great. Kind of ruined Star Wars for a lot of us. All right, Bill. It was a very big week. We didn't get everything. Yeah. If we missed it, I'm sure the next 3 months will be very slow, so we'll come back to it. But do you have anything else for this week?
No, I got my 2 cents in.
Very good. All right, everybody. Well, you know what we say? We don't want to grow up, but we already did. Have a great week, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
I still wanna be a toy.